All right, good morning, everybody. I'm excited about the hunt today. I've got a permission that of an old house that goes back to the 1880s at least. I think maybe even older than that. And it has been metal detected. I found that out, and that's a little disappointing, but who knows? Maybe they left something behind. Hopefully you'll see me again here in a little bit with some really cool finds. So let's get to it. Alright guys, got a nice Indian head penny here. Indian penny signal. Don't know that it's a Indian head penny itself. This yard is immaculate, so really want to try to do a good job making sure my plugs and holes and things are nice and not leaving dirt. So let's see what we got. Oh, I can see it right here in the bottom of the plug. Dang it. It's an Indian. Wow. It is an Indian. It wasn't as deep as I thought it was going to be. Let's see what we've got. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is definitely a good sign here, folks. 1882. Very cool. Awesome. Alright guys, so worked my way in this whole front section here. I found the Indian penny way up there by the flower bed. Nothing else in all of this for coin signals or anything. I think that's been hit pretty hard. So popped over, just making my way along the sidewalk here. And then when I got here, instead of going back, I decided to keep going forward. I'm gonna hit this area now, and just a little bit into it, I think I got an Indian penny. And I didn't live dig this because look at it's only a couple inches deep, but definitely got that green patina on it. It is definitely another Indian. Let's see if we can get you a good shot. There you go. You know, the fact that that was so shallow is encouraging. I mean, it's pretty worn, but if somebody hit this, then they didn't hit it super thorough. They just probably picked out silver, and I'm getting these lower tones. So on to the next. All right, guys, I about passed this signal up. It was coming in like an 1833 or something like that, and that's just not a good signal, but I dug it anyways. It was down there a little bit further, and I've got some sort of token here, and it's aluminum, I believe, but it's in really good shape for aluminum. Let's see if I can see what this says. Balloon slow is, alright, it says something is coming. There's a lot of writing on this. Elephant on that side, a balloon on this side. Just a lot of writing. I'm not really sure. Let me clean it up a little bit and look for a date. Alright guys, I think this is something very old. So what this says here is, starting right here and going around, it says Great Eastern Menagerie Museum. Then it jumps up here, Aviary Circus and Balloon Show is coming. So Great Eastern Menagerie Museum, Aviary Circus and Balloon Show is coming. Then I flip it over. It's not really centered, but on the back it says the Great Mammoth Balloon Airship, and then I can't read all of this smaller writing here, but in the center of the balloon here it says City of Paris. You know, back looking at that balloon and just looking at the you know, in a day and age when balloons were a big deal, that's pretty cool. I don't see a date anywhere on it, so
Very cool. Glad to have that. It feels like it could be coated or plated with something, and that if you push really hard you could bust it, so I'm going to be very careful with this. All right, let's keep going. I'm glad I dug that signal. All right guys, I was up in the front of the house working, and I did all of that. Did talk to the owners again and found out you know, that this definitely has been hunted. I'll just say, hey Roy, good job, man. Slim pickings, but anyways, I am pulling out some stuff. I'm in the front of the house, or the other side of the house, I guess, the other front, and had a signal here. And guys, I think this might be a bucket lister. It wasn't down very deep. I thought it was going to be a wheat penny, and I have here what I believe, let me get it in the decent sunlight here. I think this is a large cent. Alright, let's see here. Worn totally smooth. Got a hole in it. Yeah, there I can see, holy cow, it's worn super smooth. But I can see 1 cent and the wreath, which means that the bust in the okay, I can kind of see. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how 1 cent, flip it over, date should be at the bottom here, which now is the top. I don't think I'm going to get date off of this. You can see the stars. Wow, it's a large cent, guys. Barely a large cent. Glad to have that. I'll play around with it a little bit more. If I get any more information, I'll be back. Alright guys, so nice little area here. Just dug a, let's see, dug that large cent right here, a weedy right there, came back a weedy over here, got another signal, kind of a lower tone, but got this neat little spoon. It's definitely old. One of the things you can tell that a spoon is old is, at least this is my philosophy anyways, I'm not a spoon expert, but is how deep the bowl is. Because we kind of learned that having the bowl be super deep like that isn't easy to eat out of. But anyways, it's cool. It's not silver or anything, but still a nice find. Let's keep going. Alright guys, here's the wrap up from today's hunt. And like I said, this property has been hunted before, but you can kind of see the house. It's actually behind that tree. It's a really beautiful house. So I did all of the front here, and then I went around over here to this other side, and that's where I got that large scent up there. So anyways, the usual junk that I dug there. Some miscellaneous high conductor, so a chunk of lead, thing of brass, this little thing here, which I'm not really sure what this is, but it's like brass with some studs around it. Spoon, part of an old pocket watch internals, and then part of an old Matchbox trailer. Alright, so here's where you really can see that this yard was, I'm not gonna say it was cherry picked, but these are all zincs. Zinc pennies, and I was digging them because there were Indian heads in there. So 4 copper pennies is all, 4 Wheaties, 2 Indian head pennies. I can get a date off of one, 1882. Can't get a date off of the other. Modern change here. And then the bucket lister. It's hard to see in the glare, but it is a large cent. Was probably worn around the neck, and it's just super worn. but that's the first large scent I've ever dug. So I know you guys that dig them all the time, you recognize that whatever bust that is or whatever head that is, and you know the date of this, but I'll go home and look it up. Alright guys, so I totally suck at wrap-ups. That's probably why I never want to do them. But I totally forgot about this guy. I had put it in my pocket. So anyways, this token here, gonna have to do some research there, but that's great. The Great Eastern Menagerie Museum, Aviary Circus and Balloon Show is coming. And then on the back side has that writing, so that was also a good find. Alright, thanks for watching.